is Manny. Today, I will be detailing you on my plans for the upcoming EWL course 120, Themes of World Lit. And what I would like to do is focus on agency, human agency, one's ability to choose in contrast to their choices being determined by who they are. And what I would like to do is draw the direct relation between colonialism and modern day America, particularly the African American community and one's ability to choose. I will prove this direct relation by looking at things such as police brutality, poverty, and crime in the African American community. A lot of my claims are backed up by theorists such as Robert Staples from the University of California. He's a sociologist, I believe. But he writes in one of his articles, he talks about the socioeconomic structure of America and in contrast to the colonial structure, calling a lot of the ghettos in America now modern day colonies as they are controlled by a governed body. The oppressors know that they're controlling them, which is why they keep them that way rather than bettering a lot of the conditions. He talks about police brutality in a way where soldiers and policemen in colonized nations during colonization would imprison and kill men who did not abide the European norms, which was a lot because a lot of the people were already accustomed to their way of life. I have theorists such as Frantz Fanon, who's a Afro-Cubanist philosopher and theorist, and he talks about the idea of racism being inevitable in modern day society because of the colonial structure. He writes in his book Black Skin, White Mask, in his essay The Fact of Blackness, that being black is necessarily the wrong thing to be in America because of the colonial structure. So I have a lot of theorists that can talk about the way that the system is built that does not favor people of color. For my 3 novels, I have decided for my class to read Taneshi Coates' Between the World and Me, which is essentially an autobiography about Coates' life in Baltimore, Maryland, growing up in the 80s and 90s in the crack epidemic where, drugs were being, given everyone, and the whole community was plagued. And he talks about human agency as a vehicle for him to be able to escape that, in contrast to a lot of the people around him being instilled and trapped in that way of life or that type of area. He said a lot of his friends died or went to jail, so it kind of shows the magnitude of one's ability to decide. But what Taneshi Coates implicates in his novel, which kind of part of my paper, is that in these inner city communities, a lot of times mind games are being played with a lot of children or people that populate the community, and where their thoughts do not resonate with that of the American dream, where it's real simple, kill or be killed type of attitude. And that reflects on human agency and one's ability to decide because of the circumstances they're thinking like that. And I want the class to understand that, which is why a modern day piece like that would be such an effective way to start the class off. Chinua Achebe's novel No Longer at Ease details the story of a man named Obi Okonkwo who struggles between his Igbo roots and modern day colonization, European norms. It shows an identity crisis, and his agency is reflected as he's elected to be a scholarship official or be on a scholarship board, but he has to take bribes, and because he takes the bribes, he realizes that higher he climbs, the more corrupt it gets, which is kind of the system he's in. So the decisions he's making are not based off of what he wants to do rather than the governing body, which is also I apologize, which is also a very colonialism events. It also reflects on human agency as it shows how the natives of the country of Equatorial Africa are being used rather than making the decisions for themselves. They are being oppressed or governed by a European body. So yeah, that is all. So hope you guys like my class.